Good afternoon. I'm Keenan McBride of Success Strategy Training and Development, and I wanted to spend a couple of minutes talking about humility as it pertains to leadership. Is that contradictory, or is it in fact complementary? Humility, that's a word that really bears giving some in-depth thought to, and especially in regards to showing good leadership. There's one dictionary definition that defines the word humility as having a modest opinion or estimate of one's own importance or rank, etc. There's another that goes further in stating that it's seen as an act or posture of lowering oneself in relation to others or displaying meekness. You might say, well, Keenan, that's all fine and good, but what does that have to do with leadership? To say humble leader is contradictory, isn't it? Well, I'll tell you. Too often we confuse humility with weakness. True humility isn't lacking confidence in yourself or your abilities, nor is it at all self-denigrating. Humility is the ability to maintain pride in your work, abilities, and worth, but doing so without arrogance. So the question is, can we achieve without having to have the glory shined on us? Can we truly be humble? I ran across an interesting article that referred to merit and arrogance. And in that article it stated that those who achieve the most brag the least. Now that's interesting. It said that the more secure they are in themselves, the more humble they are. That same article tied that in with a quote from a British politician by the name of Edward Frederick Halifax. And he said, "True merit, like a river, the deeper it is, the less noise it makes." That's a very interesting quote. The deeper the river, the less noise it makes. So humility, or the lack thereof, may speak to our depth. A very good publication that I thoroughly enjoy reading from Jim Collins, the author of Good to Great. Now in that publication he described 5 leadership levels and what traits these levels would display. Now, according to Jim Collins, there are 5 attributes that describe a level 5, or the highest level leader, in his publication. And they go this way. They're first, that they are self-confident enough to set up their successors for success. Second, they're humble and modest. There's our word, humble. Third, they have unwavering resolve. 4, they display a workman-like diligence, more plow horse than show horse. And finally, they give credit to others for their success and take full responsibility for poor results. Said that they attribute much of their success to good fortune rather than personal greatness. So there are the 5 attributes of a level 5 leader according to Jim Collins, author of Good to Great. So again, they're self-confident, humble and modest, display unwavering resolve, display workmanlike diligence, and finally, they give credit to others for their success. Now, of course, we aren't just automatically level 5 leaders. Some of us have to do more to cultivate those qualities, while some of us may display those traits more naturally. Either way, it takes work. So how can we do that? How can we cultivate these qualities? Well, all level 5 leaders develop and groom successors. To do that means you have to be self-confident enough to hire competent people, getting the right people on the bus, if you will, and then delegate. Allow them to do what you hired them to do. Now that's one of the biggest challenges that a lot of leaders face, and that they mine for talent. They need all the talent. They want all this great talent. And when they get them in their organization, then they want to control the talent and control what goes on. And thus it demoralizes the talent. If you hired them for a particular set of skills, then you as the leader support them, give them the work to do, but then you also must be willing to then step out of the limelight Allow them to do what you hired them for. Level 5 leaders naturally do this. Now, that is hard to do, however, if you are insecure or perhaps need attention to build yourself up. Now, this is also a problem if you're a problem solver or don't trust that other standards can match yours. So that's something that myself personally had a slight struggle with, and sometimes still do, is not trusting others' standards that they match mine. I've been accused of being a perfectionist, but that's something that a level 5 leader would need to change. The developing and displaying this modesty and this humility as a leader, it will make others see that you're a human and you want the best for them. People will follow that type of leader, and they in turn will want to do their very best for you. They'll follow you and do their best. And of course, if you think about it, I'm sure you agree that your team really does deserve a leader that fits this description. Be willing to credit your team and not look for the credit for yourself. You can start cultivating these traits by modeling them. There's a saying, fake it until you make it. Another way of saying that is, if you want to be a level 5 leader, act like a level 5 leader. I would really encourage all to pick up Jim Collins' publication, They're Good to Great. If you have not, and if you haven't read it, make it a priority to read that in your organization, maybe with your senior level managers. It can do nothing but help and inspire and grow your organization and the morale. But as you continue to act like that level 5 leader, maybe leaving yourself notes, outlook reminders, things to tell you today: be humble, be self-confident, display resolve, give credit, whatever it takes. As you get more comfortable with displaying these traits, you'll become more competent and more successful, and you'll start to naturally emulate these things. So rein in your impulses to give the answer to your subordinates' problems. Continue to hire top people and then delegate. Then always give the credit to your team for any successes. More importantly, don't be afraid to model humility. It's very complementary to good leadership, and in no way is it contradictory. Your organization will thank you for it.